What if one of the simplest secrets to taking care of your health, improving your skin, and making your body feel lighter was hidden in ingredients that almost all of us have at home? Why do so many people look for complicated, expensive, and difficult solutions while overlooking something as basic as ginger, lemon, and vinegar? Why can this combination, when prepared well, become a highly valued drink for those who want to feel better every day? And there is another, more important question. What happens when these ingredients are not consumed separately, but are left to steep together for several days? Stay until the end, because this remedy can change the way you look at your daily routine. Steeping ginger and lemon in vinegar is a traditional preparation that many people overlook, even though it brings together ingredients known for their value to health, beauty, and overall well-being. Ginger and lemon, separately, are already highly valued ingredients in cooking and home remedies. But when combined, their flavor, aromas, and natural components blend slowly, creating a much more intense preparation. According to the idea presented in the original recipe, a renowned master of Chinese medicine recommends consuming ginger together with lemon to better harness their effects. This combination is associated with cleaner, more hydrated, and better-looking skin, in addition to being used by many people as support in weight management routines and reducing belly fat. But before reaching the final result, it all starts with a simple step: preparing the lemon correctly. First, take a fresh lemon. Do not cut it right away. Place it in the palm of your hand and add salt to the skin. Then, rub the entire surface firmly. This step seems small, but it is important. The friction from the salt helps clean the lemon skin, removing wax residue or pesticide traces that may remain on the surface. If we are going to use the whole lemon, including its peel, we cannot skip this detail. And here a key question arises. Why does the lemon hold such an important place in this preparation? Most people know that lemon is rich in vitamin C, but it also contains citrate, a compound that can help reduce the risk of kidney stones. Furthermore, it is associated with benefits for the skin and digestion, and it provides flavonoids, plant compounds that help the body combat oxidative stress. That is why the lemon becomes the first essential base of this recipe. Now we move on to the second essential ingredient: ginger. At first glance, it just looks like a common root, something many people keep in the kitchen to flavor soups, teas, or hot dishes. But in reality, ginger is much more than a seasoning. Within this preparation, it is the ingredient that provides strength, warmth, and depth, which is why it must be treated with care from the very beginning. Normally, the ginger roots we buy still have traces of dirt in their small crevices. Therefore, before cutting it, it is a good idea to break it into smaller pieces. This will make it much easier to wash it thoroughly and reach all those areas where dirt can hide. If the ginger has just been harvested directly from the ground, you can add a little salt and baking soda during washing to clean it more deeply. However, if the ginger is already quite clean, this is not always necessary. It is also important to observe each piece carefully. If you find rotten, dark, or moldy parts, do not leave them in the recipe. You just need to peel and remove those damaged areas. Why does this detail matter so much? Because a small spoiled part can change the flavor of the entire preparation, making it taste strange and ruining the final result. And no one wants to drink something that should be healthy but has an unpleasant taste because the main ingredient was not cleaned properly. After washing it, let the ginger dry a little before continuing. Then place it on a clean cutting board and cut it into thin, uniform slices. This cut allows its natural oils and compounds to be released better during the steeping process. Ginger is considered a small treasure for the body. Its volatile oils help stimulate circulation, while gingerols are associated with supporting metabolism and relieving certain muscle discomforts. For those who want to maintain daily vitality and improve their physical condition, ginger becomes an indispensable ingredient. And now that it is clean, dry, and sliced, it is ready for the next step. But before mixing it with the lemon, there is still a very simple technique that will make its aroma much more intense, clean, and stable. After cutting the ginger into thin, uniform slices, comes a step that may seem strange at first, but actually makes a lot of sense within this recipe. We are not going to put the ginger directly into the jar. First, we are going to spread it out on a baking sheet, making sure the slices are not piled up. The more separated they are, the better the heat will circulate between them and the more uniform the result will be. Now place the baking sheet in the oven at 200 degrees Celsius, approximately 400 degrees Fahrenheit, for 5 minutes. You might wonder, why heat the ginger if we are going to steep it in vinegar later? The reason is simple. By briefly exposing it to heat, the aroma of the ginger becomes deeper, cleaner, and more pleasant. That warm touch helps awaken its natural oils, and later, when mixed with the lemon and vinegar, the flavor will be much more balanced. But there is another equally important reason. Fresh ginger contains moisture. If we put it directly into the jar without reducing that moisture a bit, the preparation can lose quality over the days. By baking it slightly, we help the slices become drier on the outside, which promotes better preservation during the steeping process and reduces the risk of mold appearing. When the first 5 minutes have passed, carefully take out the baking sheet and stir the slices with chopsticks or a clean spoon. This movement allows all parts to receive heat more evenly. Then put the baking sheet back in the oven for another 5 minutes at the same temperature. The goal is not to toast it too much or burn it. We are just looking to remove some of the moisture and concentrate its aroma a bit. When finished, the ginger will be ready to join the lemon. At this point, it is no longer just a sliced root. It is a more stable, more intense aromatic base, perfect for absorbing the vinegar over the coming days. And that detail will make a clear difference in the final flavor of the homemade preparation. Now that the lemon is clean and the ginger has been through the oven, it is time to combine all the ingredients inside the jar. For this step, it is important to use a completely dry and sterilized glass container. Many people do not pay attention to this detail, but a clean jar helps preserve the mixture better and prevents problems during the resting process. Start by placing a layer of ginger at the bottom of the jar, then add a few slices of lemon. Continue alternating the layers in this way, one of ginger and one of lemon, until the container is gradually filled. This method is not just for aesthetics. By placing the ingredients alternately, the natural oils and aromas of the lemon and ginger can mix much more evenly. This way, the nutrients are not concentrated in a single part, but integrate slowly during the resting days. At this point, 2 tablespoons of rock sugar are added. However, for those who prefer a different option, it can also be easily substituted with honey. In fact, 2 different versions are prepared in this recipe, one using sugar and another using natural honey. Honey provides a milder sweetness, and moreover, many people value it for its soothing properties and its connection to digestive well-being. But the ingredient that will finish bringing all the flavors together is still missing: balsamic vinegar. This type of vinegar originates in Italy and is obtained from crushed grapes that go through a fermentation and aging process. Thanks to this, it develops an intense, slightly sweet flavor with a lot of depth. Beyond its particular taste, balsamic vinegar is also appreciated for containing natural antioxidants and for being linked to supporting digestion and cardiovascular health. In the second jar, the procedure is repeated exactly the same way. First, a layer of ginger, then one of lemon, and this time honey is added instead of sugar. Then, the balsamic vinegar is poured slowly until it covers all the ingredients. Little by little, the liquid begins to penetrate between the slices, trapping the aromas and flavors inside the jar. At this moment, the preparation is complete. However, the most difficult part of the whole process still remains: waiting several days while the lemon, ginger, and vinegar slowly transform into a much more intense and concentrated mixture. Now comes the part that is easiest to explain, but perhaps the hardest to follow: waiting. When the jar is already filled with the layers of lemon, ginger, honey, or rock sugar, and the balsamic vinegar covers all the ingredients, we should not consume it immediately. The mixture needs time to transform. Therefore, the jar should be placed in a cool place for about 7 days. During those days, the vinegar slowly begins to extract the essence of the lemon and ginger. The slices release their aromas, juices, and natural components, while the honey or sugar softens the acidity and makes the final flavor much more pleasant. Why not drink it the same day? Because that deep infusion we are looking for would not have formed yet. The secret lies precisely in letting the ingredients rest together. Every day, a small, silent transformation occurs inside the jar. The vinegar becomes more aromatic. The ginger loses some of its raw intensity, the lemon yields its freshness, and everything begins to unite into a more potent liquid. That 7-day wait allows the preparation to have more body, more flavor, and a more balanced sensation when drinking it. It is important to keep the jar in a cool place, away from direct heat and intense light. After those 7 days, the mixture can be moved to the refrigerator. There it will be better preserved and can be used for a longer time. This step is very practical because once prepared, you will have a healthy base on hand to make quick drinks in the morning or before meals. You just need patience at the beginning, and then the jar will be ready to accompany you day after day. And that is where the true value of this simple, consistent, daily, and easy homemade recipe begins. Every morning, once the mixture has steeped and is stored in the refrigerator, you can prepare a very simple drink. Take an infuser bottle or a heat-resistant mug and add a few slices of lemon along with some pieces of pickled ginger. Then stir in 1 or 2 tablespoons of the vinegar liquid that has formed in the jar. You don't need to use too much because this infusion is intense and concentrates the aroma of the ginger, the freshness of the lemon, and the depth of the balsamic vinegar. Next, pour in boiling water and let the drink steep for about 5 minutes, just as if you were making tea. During this time, the heat awakens the aromas and mellows the mixture. What you get is a nutritious, warm, and aromatic drink, ideal for having in the morning or before meals. Isn't it surprising that something so simple can become a small daily ritual to care for your body? The flavor is very special. It has a delicate tartness, a mild sweetness if you used honey, and that warm touch of ginger that lingers in the throat without being harsh. You can serve it with a fresh slice of lemon to make it even more enjoyable. Every sip feels like a pause, like a quiet moment in the middle of the day. For many people, this drink is not just a healthy recipe, it can also become a relaxing habit. You can prepare it while listening to your favorite music, chatting with a loved one, or even when hosting friends at home. It is easy to prepare a full teapot and share it with others. The combination of vinegar, lemon, and ginger is valued for supporting overall well-being, digestion, daily vitality, and skincare. But as with any healthy habit, consistency is key. A single cup won't change everything, but a simple routine, repeated with intention, can help you feel better little by little. If you found this recipe useful, try it at home and see how your body responds. And if you want to keep discovering simple preparations to live a healthier and happier life, don't forget to support this video and turn on notifications.